What is going on, you guys? Today I have another episode for you where I'm going to be reviewing a YouTube channel called Serendipity Lifestyle. Go check them out. You might recognize one of the guys in this video. The title is Introducing Neville Goddard, your new best friend. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to The Frequency Show, everyone. We're excited to bring you short, to-the-point, remastered podcasts that highlight key messages from some of the greatest thinkers on abundance and effortless living. I'm Maverick, here to kick things off with an introduction to one of my personal favorites, Neville Goddard.
And I'm Cole, the Bridge, here to learn, explore, and apply these teachings alongside you. Maverick, let's get right into it. Who was Neville Goddard, and why do you consider him so foundational?
Neville was truly a visionary, Cole. His teachings focus on one simple but life-changing idea: assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Instead of striving or chasing, Neville taught that we should see the end we desire as if it's already here. This isn't just about imagination, it's a shift in awareness that can change everything.
So he's saying that instead of stressing over how we'll get somewhere, we should have the end in sight and feel as though it's already done.
Exactly. When you feel the end result is real right now, you set yourself on a frequency that aligns with that outcome. Neville believed
You set yourself on the frequency and then you start taking aligned actions towards your best self, that vision or the avatar. Basically what they're talking about, the end in sight. Like you know what you're going for. So then everything isn't just serendipity, or it isn't just luck, it's serendipity, which basically means it seems like luck or coincidences, but really it's these signs and little meetings, opportunities directing you towards your dream and vision.
that our inner state shapes our reality. So when you hold the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you're actually creating the path toward it. It's the key to stopping the endless seeking and simply letting life unfold.
That's powerful. So, in a sense, instead of making endless plans and worrying about the how, we're supposed to focus on being in that end state and trusting that the path will emerge.
You got it, Cole. Neville called this living from the end. When you feel as though you're already where you want to be, the external circumstances shift to match that state. It takes
And it's not just like manifesting woo-woo. It's actually like trusting in the universe or source or God or whatever word you want to use. I'm not going to get religious on you. But trusting in the process after you figured out what it is you actually want with your life. That's the biggest key here. And other guys, there's a few other guys that make manifestation actually make sense. You know, they go from like the spiritual woo-woo, like what is this stuff, to, oh, this actually makes sense now. Like Neville Goddard, check more of his stuff out. Joe Dispenza and Bob Proctor are all really good at that because they explain how it works subconsciously, and you actually have an energy field around you where you are like a magnet for either good opportunities or bad opportunities, and it's all really about the story you tell yourself or the film that's playing in your mind.
trust, which is where many people get stuck. They're afraid to let go of control. But when you do, it's like removing a firewall. Everything flows effortlessly.
I can see how that would be a huge relief. For so long, I've been on this cycle of striving, planning, and doubting. But this approach feels lighter, almost like allowing life rather than forcing it.
Exactly. This isn't about doing more. It's about aligning with what's already present. That's the beauty of Neville's work. He shows us that happiness, abundance, and peace are natural states when we stop trying to control every detail. Trust the process, hold the end feeling, and let life bring it to you.
And that's really what the Frequency Show is about, right? Helping people tune into this effortless state and live abundantly. Whether it's in their finances, relationships, or even their sense of purpose, this mindset can transform everything.
Absolutely, Cole. This show is here to help people move from striving to simply being, where life becomes joyful and abundant by nature. And on that note, let's introduce something special, a remastered message from Neville Goddard himself.
Yes, here's the podcast of the great Neville Goddard. Keep the end in sight. Enjoy and let your life flow.
Imagine for a moment that you are already a millionaire. Imagine that your wealth flows easily, that every decision you make is one of confidence, rooted in a quiet knowing of limitless abundance. You don't have to wonder.
That's key, by the way. Basically, how would you be acting if you were a millionaire right now? And guess what that does subconsciously? It attracts that best version of you faster. You basically be that person now, like that James Bond level confidence or a millionaire or whatever else it is. You get to be that person now because your body doesn't know the difference between the imagined reality and what's right in front of you. So you essentially trick it, and then it attracts that to you, and you actually realize your inner abundance. Because what they were talking about earlier, Most people operate out of fear, lack, and scarcity, which is why they work so hard for so little, and they let certain systems in the world control them. You probably know what I mean.
To doubt or to question where the resources will come from, they are already yours by right of consciousness. It's not the bank balance or the material possessions that matter. No, it's the state of mind, the state of being that defines wealth. Let yourself dwell in this state. Walk through each day as though you already possess every resource you desire. When you wake up, feel the energy of gratitude and satisfaction, the kind that fills you from within, because you know all that you need. Your thoughts, your habits, your emotions, let them all harmonize with a feeling of true prosperity. Remember, the outside world only reflects the state within. Observe the way you would carry yourself if you were that wealthy version of you. Would you walk with a certain ease, greet others with warmth, speak with a calm certainty? Cultivate those habits, because it's not the outer circumstances that make one rich. It is the inner state that draws riches. By embodying that millionaire version of yourself, you invite the outside world to mirror it back to you. Let this state influence your actions. Move with intention.
By the way, that means no victim mindset. Because a lot of people will go, oh, my past means that I can't be a millionaire. Or like this thing happened to me, so I can't do this. Whether it's money or this is why I can't have good relationships, whatever it is, right? So again, they're allowing the outer to affect their inner rather than having the inner reflect to create the outer.
Decisions are not rushed, they are deliberate and thoughtful. Spend with the awareness of value, not simply to impress or fulfill temporary desires. Invest not only in financial ventures, but in your growth, in learning in those activities that expand your awareness and bring you joy. Value doesn't lie in excess or extravagance, but in quality, in richness of experience. To be wealthy is to know that there is always more than enough. From this state of knowing, there is a natural generosity, a desire to give, to share. The abundance within you overflows, and you begin to share your time, your knowledge, your resources, not from a sense of duty, but from genuine desire. Each act of generosity reinforces that sense of abundance, affirming that wealth is a state that flows through you and grows with each act of giving. As you continue to dwell in this state, the world around you will shift. Opportunities you once thought impossible will appear. People will respond to the calm confidence you radiate, and life will begin to align with your new sense of reality. By living each day as though you already possess everything you desire, you become the cause, not the effect, and life unfolds to reflect the wealth you embody. Imagine that wealth is not something you must chase or work tirelessly to earn, rather. It is a natural part of your being waiting to be expressed. True abundance lies not in acquiring possessions, but in embodying the state of prosperity, the feeling that you already have all you could ever need. Begin each day with the assumption that you are already wealthy, secure in the knowledge that your needs are met before you even ask. Shift your perception so that scarcity no longer has any hold over you. In this state of mind, fear and worry about money disappear, replaced by a calm confidence that abundance flows freely to you. Your thoughts are powerful. They shape the experiences you encounter. By adopting a mindset that recognizes and feels wealth within, you invite opportunities, resources, and connections that match this inner reality. Wealth then becomes not something external, but a reflection of your state of mind. In every moment, let go of any doubts.
So your mind is basically what holds you back from receiving abundance. Because you've got the scarcity mindset, the lack, and you don't allow it to, because there's two separate things. It's your mind and then who you are. And then there's also this awareness. You might have, this is going to trip you out if you haven't heard this before. There's an awareness of your mind and what it's doing. And then you're separate as well. You're like the ego, the identity. Then there's the mind, and then there's the awareness. That would trip you out because basically that means no one, like if your name is David and you're watching this, David doesn't exist. Cole doesn't exist. Whoever, like you're attached to the identity, and the identity, that's a part, like if you identify with being broke or being in like a poverty mindset, it'll hold you back rather than realizing that you're actually abundant already. And basically people have programmed you otherwise growing up.
Remind yourself that prosperity is a natural part of who you are. When you truly believe that abundance is already yours, the world will begin to mirror it back to you, and your life will unfold with opportunities and blessings that align with the richness you have embraced within. Close your eyes and see yourself as the person you wish to be, a person of wealth, ease, and security. Envision every detail as though it were real in this very moment, the surroundings, the people, the comfort, and the freedom that wealth affords. When you visualize, do not imagine that you will become this person. Instead, imagine you already are this person. Feel the gratitude that naturally arises from having every resource you need, from knowing that financial freedom is part of your reality. In this visualization, let your mind rest upon the small moments that define a life of wealth. Picture yourself handling matters with calm assurance, investing wisely, or sharing generously with those around you. Imagine not with a sense of yearning or lack, but with a quiet, joyful confidence that what you see in your mind's eye is your true self, experiencing a life of prosperity. Each time you revisit this vision, it grows stronger, becoming more familiar, until it feels like home. This consistent practice of seeing yourself as wealthy aligns your mind and emotions with the experience you desire. With each visualization, you shift your consciousness closer to that reality, creating the space within you for wealth to flow naturally. As you hold this vision in your mind, life begins to rearrange itself, bringing you into alignment with the state you have chosen to dwell in.
Think about this, because everyone makes it sound scary, like letting go, taking the leap or the jump, right? It's not about that. He said flow. That's the key word here. So it's like you're holding a hose and you're stopping the water because of your mindset or your identity. And when you let go or you surrender, then everything starts to flow. Or even, you could probably picture this too, like it'll flow, and then maybe because you held it back for a while, it'll even be stronger in the beginning when the water comes out. This is key. This is super key because it makes you realize that we're the only ones holding ourselves back from this level of abundance, whether it's finances, relationships with people, like community, romance, your health, like all of these areas.
Gratitude is the seed of true abundance. Each day, take time to feel deeply thankful, not only for what you can see, but for the invisible riches that are constantly taking shape in your life. Gratitude aligns you with the feeling of already having, of being fulfilled. It is the acknowledgement that all you desire is already provided, that your needs are known and met by the unseen forces guiding your life. To be thankful is to affirm the reality of your inner wealth. This gratitude must not be mechanical or surface level. It should flow from a place of genuine appreciation, as if you were already living the life you desire. Feel the satisfaction of having, of owning, of experiencing the joys and freedom that come with wealth.
So 2 key things there. So 1, you need to practice gratitude more. And it's basically gratitude for what you have already, and gratitude for what you perceive you don't have, but it's a part of that avatar, your vision, or your best self, like what they're talking about now, the end in sight. So, for example, saying something, and it might feel silly at first, but if you do this often enough, again, your mind doesn't know the difference between the imagined reality and reality. So you would do something, and it sounds funny, but something like, I'm so grateful, or isn't it wonderful? I'm so grateful that I already have a really easy time with finances, that I already have more than enough to pay all my bills and then some. And then you could get specific, maybe about like certain numbers, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, whatever. You could be like, isn't it amazing that I already have really loving relationships in my life, a loving girlfriend, whatever, like all these different things, and getting real specific on what you want. Because you can get real specific and it'll evolve over time. You can tweak how detailed it is, because you might not know for sure, like all the way at first. But this is what I'm talking about, like knowing, feeling grateful for that. Wow, isn't it amazing that it's easy for me to pay my bills? It's easy for me to attract amazing relationships. It's easy for me to stay healthy. It's easy to have amazing friends, community, etc. Like all these different things. Or live in an amazing place. Always have food. Always have a great place to stay. Like things like that.
Let your heart swell with this feeling, knowing that the more you dwell in gratitude, the more you become a magnet for abundance. Every moment spent in gratitude strengthens your alignment with wealth, erasing any sense of lack and anchoring you in a state of plenty.
Yeah.
In every situation, look for the things you can be thankful for, and trust that these moments of gratitude are powerful acts of creation. They draw...
Or having fulfilling work, or not really, it's not work because you actually enjoy it. Something you would do if you weren't getting paid, and you get paid anyways. Like what you would do if you were a millionaire, basically. you know, I really enjoy doing this, helping people in this way, giving back in this way, providing value in this way, creating things in this way. And it allows you to be abundant financially in all these other areas because of that.
Prosperity to you, shift your perception and transform your world. By embodying this thankful heart, you give life to the wealth within, and soon the world outside will reflect the abundance you have nurtured in your spirit. Consider how you would carry yourself if wealth were already a part of your reality, woven seamlessly into the fabric of your being. There would be a calmness in your stride, quiet assurance in your gaze, and a poise in your voice. Confidence would emanate naturally, not from a place of trying to impress, but from the inner certainty that you possess all that you need. To act with confidence is to declare, without words, that you live in abundance. This self-assured presence becomes an invitation for others to recognize the power and security that flows from you. Begin now to walk through your days with this inner conviction. When you speak, let each word come from a place of trust in your own worth and the limitless nature of your life. Stand tall, knowing that everything you desire is already yours in consciousness. This confidence is a silent but powerful force shaping your actions and decisions. You no longer scramble or second guess. Instead, you move with purpose, clarity, and intention. As you embody this poise, notice how life responds. Situations seem to adjust to your energy, people are drawn to your quiet strength, and opportunities begin to present themselves without effort. The world recognizes your confidence and reflects it back to you, confirming the wealth that you have claimed within. Each decision you make is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. If you were already a millionaire, imagine how you would approach your choices. There would be a calm deliberation, a quiet assurance that every decision flows from a place of abundance and not of fear or urgency. When you make intentional choices, you align yourself with the energy of wealth, setting forth the expectation that all outcomes will serve your highest good. Feel yourself pausing before each choice, no matter how small, and feel the confidence that arises when you know that resources and opportunities are limitless. Let go of the need to rush or act from a sense of lack. Instead, allow each action to come from a place of ease, as though you are crafting a life that is already filled with richness and fulfillment. This deliberate approach signals to your inner self that you are someone of great value, someone who is mindful of how they spend their time, energy, and resources. Even in the face of uncertainty, you can make decisions with faith, knowing that each choice is guided by the abundance within you. When you allow this calm, intentional energy to lead you, you no longer find yourself struggling or forcing outcomes. Life begins to flow, presenting opportunities that align with the reality you are choosing to create. Each choice, made with a millionaire's mindset, strengthens your bond with this inner wealth, drawing you steadily closer to the life you envision.
Stay tuned to the frequency of FLM, fun, love, and money. Live a lucky life.
Hey, oh, hey. Thank you guys for watching. I think one of the last points they were making is really good too. Basically, assuming that state of abundant already and not being rushed, urgent, deadlines, stress, all that's basically bullshit and manufactured by other people to keep you in a fear-based mindset, by the way. There's a difference between, because it's like, if it's something like for your job or, I used to work for video game companies doing music for them, like composing music for video game developers, and they would be under crunch, and it's because they poorly manage their schedules with publishers, is if I just say it like it is. And so it was like bullshit pressure, like unnecessary, because they didn't give themselves enough time. But we always have, it's not that we always have enough time, because this isn't a practice life. I'm not saying it like that, so don't treat your life that way. It's just like they could have managed their time better, essentially. So they put everyone in stress and crunch for no reason. And that's totally different than like if you're, I don't know, dying, or you're sick, like really sick. You're on a ship and it's sinking. A lion is attacking you. Right? Like those are actual survival, like serious situations. Not what most people's stress is. Like most of our problems, including mine, are not actually problems. They're just perceived problems. And I'm going to end the video there. Go check out Serendipity Lifestyle. Obviously, you recognize one of the people on that. We are starting a free school community, and so you can join that. I put a link for that down below this video in the video description, so check that out and join us. It's free, and you can join other people who are abundant-minded, and we can help each other learn, grow together. Also, outside of that, we're starting a retreat here in Phuket, Thailand soon, and it's going to be doing that with my millionaire friend as well. So, providing a little bit of lifestyle guidance in different areas. We want to make a a la carte menu essentially. So you're coming out here. We want to know what you're into, what your lifestyle is, what you enjoy doing. We're not going to be like, oh, this is the package that you get. Basically, are you into golf? Are you looking to dial in your nutrition and fitness? Do you want to do that in a chill way, like tennis or some light weightlifting? Do you need a coach? Do you want some guidance in other areas of your life, like your relationships? I can't guide you in finances at the moment because I'm in a tough situation, but my millionaire friend can guide you there for sure. Lots of different ways, and we want to meet you. We want people who smell that there's something more to life than what we've been programmed to think. So if you're interested, drop a comment or leave me a message on Instagram and we can get to chatting about that. But thanks for making it this far. Like, comment, subscribe on Serendipity Lifestyle and this channel. And I'll see you in the next one. You got this, bro.
If the color of white walls pitch black, turn all the lights off and lay back. We can make love with our bare hands. We can make light out of thin